G'day everyone, and welcome back to Apio Puzzles, this evening edition. I'm catching up on yesterday's cryptic from Liam Runnels in The Age and the Sydney Morning Herald. I've not been online with these puzzles very often in the last couple of weeks, so my apologies. However, I'll correct that tonight. And as always with these evening editions, I like to start with a poem, and this one tonight is actually one of my own. From 2017. This is called The Edge. I don't know if flames are rising anew, or if the dark furnace has only been uprooted to an unfamiliar corner of my desire. I don't know if my eyes are open, or if the musculature of my face only casts new shadows with age. I don't know if I'm becoming the raw edge between the river and the rocks, or if I remain stuck in the drama of one or the other, flowing too little or too much. And with that, let us see what Liam has in store for us. Let me get everything in place. I think we're good to go. So this might be a fairly medium-paced or maybe a little fast-paced solve tonight. I had a bit of time to kill. I wasn't intending to do this puzzle, not tonight anyway, but I've just discovered that for $6 for a month I can get full access to the entire live streaming content of the World Snooker Championship. So there's a match coming up in about half an hour and I have this time to kill, so let's see if we can conquer Liam today. So we'll start with 9 across. Direction from Eleanor, the astrologer, privately, 5-4. This is north. This is northeast. This is a hidden, so we have northeast spelt out directly in the middle. So that is privately hidden in the middle there, and northeast is the direction. So nice easy starter. 1 down. Ivanka rang insiders in foreign capital. Well, that's another hidden actually. That is Ankara, which is spelt out again right in the middle there. Insiders for the foreign capital. I believe am I right in saying that's the capital of I was going to say Afghanistan, but I don't think that's right. Anyway, well, while we're here, why don't we have a look? Turkey, right, okay. Kabul is Afghanistan. Now, 11 across. Seafood for a bachelor, companionless. This is abalone. So A is A, bachelor is B, and companionless is alone, and seafood is abalone. So 13 across. Bitter additive for seasick Argonauts. How do we spell this? This is an anagram of Argonauts. I think it's this. Angostura, famously, I presume it's one of the ingredients actually in Angostura bitters. I think it might be a product name as well, but maybe it's also the name of the substance that's added to give it its bitterness. Why don't we try 3 down? Is sick of extremely tough arguments over university parking. Extremely tough. Alright, this is throws up. So I got the up bit first with university and parking, UP. And extremely tough is T and H, the outside letters, the extreme letters, and arguments are rouse. Let's go for this long one here. Carelessly drag cradle thing for very young relative, 510. Well, this looks like it's got grand something. Great something, great grand child, I would say. Looks like that's the anagram fodder there. That is the 15 letters. I'm going to assume that's correct. 4 down. Revealed bald emu pic was doctored. 46. It looks like an anagram of a bald emu pic. Those are being doctored. Made public is revealed. 16 across. Blade looks like scalpel. Let's put it in. Probably is. With specific edges, so specific edges are S and C. Aluminium for AL. To peel with less energy, so peel removing one of its E's for energy gives you PEL. So 16 down. Neat flat. Maybe straight. Neat is straight. Flat is straight, I guess. They seem quite closely related in terms of their etymology, which is usually not the convention, but let's see if that's right. 19. Cycle around Grand Hilltop. So this is ridge. Cycle is ride around the grand, which is G, in the sense of 1 grand, $1,000. And hilltop is a ridge. 23. So that does look like straight's probably right. Suppress cool hydrogen 1 small amount. Hydrogen could be the H, so cool could be, this is inhibit. Cool is in, the in thing. H is hydrogen, 1 is I, and small is bit. Small amount is bit, and the whole thing means suppress. 26. Totally defaced prickly shrub. Well, prickly shrub is a holly, and wholly with a W would be totally, and that's being defaced. So this is going swimmingly. 20 down. Rudimentary life starts in experiment, so experimental Martian base, reproducing young organisms. So this is embryo, both from the very unlikely letters in EVY, but also once you see that word starts, it's quite likely you're looking for the first letter of all of these words. Let's try 24 down. Pipe stout beer evenly. This is tube, so every even letter of stout beer, the 2nd, 4th, 6th and 8th for TUBE. So left half of the grid is complete, which is good. And I haven't had to come back to anything yet, so that's also good. Unforgettable piece for singer James. I think that is, I guess you'd call it a hidden. I think etta is what we're looking for, being the singer, and a piece of unforgettable is etta. I don't know technically if that's called a hidden. I always see hiddens as being over multiple words. But anyway, let's try 14, shall we? Criminal partner used a credit card loophole and 1,000 police dropped the ball. So a lot going on there. We have an A in there, which often indicates a literal A in the answer, which could be that one. So criminal partner might be the definition. Credit card would be CC, so it's looking good. Loophole, yeah. So loophole is an O for its shape. 1,000 is M. Police without the O, without the ball, is police. So 27. Bold, independent, arrived. Bold could be B, independent could be I. Arrived with a Republican and a Liberal to describe US Congress. Yeah, so this is bicameral. Arrived is came, Republican is R, and a Liberal is AL, and bicameral is the nature of the US Congress system. 22. Lunge desperately to get female in flood. This is in Gulf. Lunge desperately. Desperately is an anagram indicator for lunge, so we rearrange that. And we also include an F for female at the end, and that gives us to flood. 25. See Saint reject the Almighty for missing pet. Looks like lost dog for missing pet. To see is low, saint is ST. Reject the Almighty, so God going backwards, being rejected. And that gives us the final missing pet. 21 across. Calmness certainly follows work injury claim. So I think composure from I saw that potentially we had sure at the end for certainly following something else, which would be work injury claim, which is compo, abbreviation of compensation. I think that's what's going on there. Compo, yeah. And calmness is composure. I'm feeling very composed myself tonight, which is an unusual state of affairs for me. Court 50 others. So court is often C, 50 is often L. Others, discarding royal garments. Okay, so this is clothes. So we just have literally the word others, but it's discarding its R for royal, being the abbreviation. And clothes are obviously garments. 18 down. American tree climbers work abroad getting amounts of money. Okay, American tree climbers. Work abroad, or abroad is often OS. We've got an O, a few O's. Getting amounts of money. Oh, all right, and so, okay, so work is op, and we get opossums, which are tree climbers in the American vernacular. For those Americans out there, we here in Australia tend to refer to them as just possums. I always find the opossum idea quite funny. So we had op for work, or op for opus. Abroad is OS, overseas, and then sums are amounts of money. So closing in to seal your doom. Starts to yell out disrespectful expletives loudly heard in the Alps. So this is another one where you see that word starts and you go, okay, start letter, Y-O-D-E-L is yodel, heard in the Alps. And quite a fun surface that as well. And I must pay more attention to surface readings. Various articles on millennial generation are narrow-minded. Okay, millennial generation, I guess, would be the Y at the end. Narrow-minded, therefore, would be the definition. So various articles. We got grammatical articles like A and the. Also, please excuse my dishwasher if it's gurgling away there. I've tried to set my mic up in the most appropriate place to minimize that, but it's probably coming through. I can't think of what this will be, so that's my first skip actually. Friendly legend after a friend chiefly. So I think legend after a friend chiefly. So I think a friend chiefly is AF at the beginning, because we have something coming after that, which would be legend or legend, I guess, but friendly would be affable. Oh, sorry. Would be affable. And So, the legend is fable. Let's see what this 7 down is, this epic long one. How massage therapists socialized. Oh, this is a classic. Rubbed shoulders. We see that from time to time. 8 down. Expensive Lower East Side church features. I think church features feels like the definition. I thought it might be a less word, but there's only one S. I think it's this. Expensive is steep. Lower East Side is LES. Wonder about that. L for lower makes sense. East for E. Side for S. Wonder if that's a legitimate abbreviation. 10 across. T with Mum's sister Barb. This is taunt. T for the sound T. It's in quotations actually to give us that sense that we need. It's effectively a homophone indicator in quotes. It gives us the letter T, and then Arms is Mum's sister, and to Barb is to taunt. So nice misdirection there. And we are left with only 6 down, which was various articles on millennial generation and narrow-minded. This is stuffy. Stuff being various articles, Y being the millennial generation, and to be stuffy is to be narrow-minded. So there we go. That was a very smooth activity today. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. I will endeavour to be back soon for some more. I've been very busy with a bunch of other things recently. I've actually recorded a few puzzles, but then ended up not posting them. So yeah, just not quite organised at the moment. But at minimum, I hope that I'll be back with the DA on Friday and this Golden Waffle Awards that I keep announcing is coming. It really has to happen, so perhaps I'll make that the priority as well over the weekend. All the best to everybody for Anzac Day tomorrow if you're in Australia and witnessing that event. And happy puzzling until I talk to you next. Take care.